are listening to Pause. We pause for a second or two. This is episode 68. New alongside old. There are a lot of new infrastructure being developed right now. In casual, everyday conversation, we say things like everything is going digital now. We are saying things like put it up into the cloud, or oh no, that's digital now. There is a lot of new infrastructure being built right now, replacing some of the old infrastructure. Today's episode is called New Alongside Old. Alongside old. And today's episode is related to one of our 5 universal skills, namely patterns. Universal skill patterns is about noticing what is going on and putting what we see in greater and different contexts. Everything has multiple meanings, all at the same time. And universal skill patterns is about us recognizing those different meanings behind anything. There is a lot of fear in the air. When new infrastructure is being put into place, this time around it's being called digital and artificial intelligence. And this new infrastructure is somewhat new. And whenever new infrastructure is being put into place, people's opportunities change. People's real, actual opportunities in life change. When opportunities change, people change. People move. People give up. People try something else. We are, everyone, new to this new infrastructure. And when such a new infrastructure is in its initial stages, we run because we do not want to be left behind. When there is new infrastructure, people get left behind. Everybody knows this. So we run. And when we run, our decision making becomes more coarse. Things get lost. People get lost. Today's episode is called New Alongside Old. Right now, I can stop podcasting and walk out. And I can get into a car and drive away. But I can also take my bike or just walk. My car is not that old. My bike as infrastructure, bike as an invention or a phenomenon, it's older than the car. And if I don't take any of them, just walk, walking is very old as far as infrastructure goes. So I have three options. I can walk, I can take the bike, or I can take the car. And all three are valid options. All three has function to me. There is a lot of fear in the air right now. And there is a lot of new infrastructure being put into place. And we run because we are afraid that we will be left behind. This fear that we have is not very specific. It's quite vague. You could even say that this fear that we have is very vague. We fear being left behind in this digital change. We fear being left behind in this artificial intelligence stage. And this is the case. We run. And I am not sure how much of that running is essentially necessary. I don't know. Digitalization and AI is new. And there are alternatives to digitalization and AI. Just like walking and taking the bike are alternatives to taking the car. Are they the same? No. Can I go as fast by walking and riding my bike as with the car? No, I cannot. But they are still there. And knowing that alternatives are there, old infrastructure is still there. It's not going away. Knowing that they are there makes a difference. It does. If I walk sometimes, and if I sometimes take the bike, I will drive my car in a different way. If I only take the car every time, I will not drive the same. If we use only what is new, if we only think digital, if we only think AI, we will use them differently than if we also think about old infrastructure. new alongside old. In the 18th century, when classical music education was developed in Italy, the students were taught that they should learn multiple instruments. And then some student might have said, why? My primary instrument is the violin, and professionally I'm only gonna play the violin. The demand for my services are only in me playing the violin. My future is the violin, nothing else. Why should I play other instruments? They saw that the violin students that also played the piano, for example, became better violin players than the ones only playing the violin. Universal skill patterns is about this, that each individual skill that we develop makes more sense when we know other skills. New infrastructure makes more sense to us when we also make use of old infrastructure. New alongside old. This is what we do. That's it for today. Thank you.